Pink Sauce Lady is back in the news. Boys and girls, we're back with another fresh, delicious, brand new video. We are covering the story of the Pink Sauce Lady, Chef Pi or Chef P. Once again, I covered this story back when it was trending about a year ago, and she's back in the news because she has now gone bankrupt. I think this has to do with her big ego, thinking that she could make something out of nothing, especially since this was huge controversy back in the day. A lot of people were criticizing this company that she made of her making this random sauce. She wasn't FDA approved. She didn't even know what FDA stood for. She's like, I'm not making medical products. This isn't a medical product. But FDA stands for Food and Drugs Administration, which is food and drugs. So it's both. And so she didn't even know what FDA stood for. A lot of people were criticizing her for that reason. She made this sauce. I'm going to show you guys what it was originally before it is to what it is now. So now let's go back about a year and a half ago, where she went viral on TikTok for creating this sauce. And it wasn't any kind of sauce. It was a pink sauce. It came in a ketchup looking bottle, but it was hot pink. So people were raising their eyebrows, like wondering, where can I buy this? This looks good. She was promoting it like it was delicious. She was even reviewing it herself, putting it on anything, chicken, anything. She said this goes with anything, and she was eating it herself, and people were kind of skeptical. Wait, I want this sauce. I want to try this sauce. So she eventually decided to sell it on TikTok. She created a pink sauce online shop where people can go and buy it for $20. Bear in mind, $20 for a sauce is crazy. So she decided, you know what, I'm going to take my entrepreneurial venture and sell it online. So she sold it for $20. This campaign went viral quickly. She started selling out, and so she was creating this product, and so she was making this in her kitchen without any prior experience on how to ship and preserve the product, without any ice packs, just sending it out through USPS in the hot blaring sun or cold, whatever time of the season it was. There was no temperature control in the packages, so you know, whatever, if it sits in the warehouse for a week, that's what you're gonna get. And so when people started getting their packages, and it either came broken, rotten, and all kinds of other variations of horrible product. Here's a video that I dug up of someone reviewing this product and how it came to them.
What if I'm the monster?
Now bear in mind, this is supposed to be a hot pink sauce. This looks like a 50 Shades of Pink type of sauce, and so this does not look healthy at all, or even edible by that means. Here's a video of what it should look like. This is Chef P. I'm guessing to be her daughter trying the pink sauce, but I'm not sure. But even her reaction is kind of a little bit sus.
There you go, Raisin. Okay, and is that
even she's like, it's really good. Yeah. Now, as you guys can see, the sauce is a lot brighter in this video than it was in the previous one that I showed you. This is the original way the sauce should have looked. It's supposed to be like a hot pink, not like a faded pink or a beige color, which we'll get to in a bit. Now, Chef P started getting a bunch of heat online about the way she was either making the sauce, because she was not FDA approved and she was just selling it to the masses, how she was not shipping it the right way. She was just sending it out through USPS, and you know, it could take months, weeks, days for it to arrive without any type of controlled environment to maintain the ingredients inside not to go bad. And so she went on this talk show to kind of clear her name, as well as someone that was criticizing her heavily online. And this is what she had to say about the criticism.
You're not special, okay? So why should I lose my mind and approach you directly when you're fabricating something on the internet?
Well, I will say this, because I want to hear both of your sides. I will say this, as Chef P, as a businesswoman, no matter what someone reviews your products, unfortunately, everyone is special to you, because that's going to be your business.
I could have, you know, taken down the video and done my testing and kept it to myself, which I did.
No, you could have reached out to me like, hey girl, you know what? I see what you're doing, it's amazing and all. I'm a supporter, but I think you should look into this. Take this step. Did you research this? Did you check out your packaging there? Versus trying to tear down my business and my livelihood. You could have contacted.
So the other lady ended up doing like a little mini series where she wanted to go in depth and see if Chef P was following guidelines, following protocol when it comes to creating the sauce. So she decided to get the sauce tested in a lab and see if there was any discrepancies, whether it was due to the shipping, due to the actual creation of the sauce, like if what was going on. People were getting horrible packages. They were getting inconsistent color, inconsistent flavor, inconsistent everything. It didn't matter what it was. It was either rotten, different color, not to watery, all kinds of different variations. So she wanted to test it out and see what was going on. And now Chef P's response was like, it's not my responsibility to reach out to you about this. You need to reach out to me. And you're saying it's not my fault that you're getting these horrible packages. You need to just reach out to me. Maybe I'll refund you. Maybe we'll see. And in order for them to feel special and show your support to them because they supported you, you need to actually reach out to the people that are criticizing you. Yeah, you just see how they can how you can make it right to them. A lot of small businesses do that, where they will see a bad review online and they'll reach out to the person, directly, like, how can I make it right? How can I make it better for the next person? And that way your company continues to grow and not be criticized for the same thing over and over and over and over again, which ultimately ended up being her demise. Her greediness, her lack of self-awareness, her lack of accountability ended up just taking her out. Okay, now after the whole debacle went out, Chef P kind of went silent for a couple months actually. And so people started figuring out, you know what, Chef P just said, I'm not going to make this pink sauce anymore. The backlash maybe wasn't enough. But then she came out with a cooperation or collaboration with Dave's Gourmet. They decided to partner with her and create the pink sauce the right way, FDA approved, in a commercial kitchen with FDA approved tools, and the way that it was shipped out was also FDA approved. So everything was going to be a legitimate business. The pink sauce was going to make it out in the stores. They decided to partner with Walmart, and so they created the viral TikTok pink sauce. A lot of people were rooting for her, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she made it. And when the sauce hit the market at Walmart, it was about $8 for a bottle, and people started noticing that even the bottles at Walmart were inconsistent. There's a video of someone that found 3 bottles and they were all different shades of pink. Check this out.
Why I never made my own seasoned butters and tried to sell them on TikTok even though people asked me. I mean, look at these different colors in these things. Are these even ready to be in Walmart? I was thinking about buying it, but Chef P's kind of a jerk from what I've seen online. What do you think?
So when the creator of the product has like a bad rapport already online, and then they decide to go mainstream, and even the mainstream product isn't looking promising, it kind of just looks bad on both people, the person that created it or partnered with the original creator and the creator themselves. So I think Chef P didn't really care, was like, you know what, as long as I'm getting paid, at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want with the sauce. Okay, so all of that leads us back to now. The Chef P pink sauce lady is now going bankrupt, and what it seems to me a bad cooperation with Dave's Gourmet, the actual manufacturer that made the pink sauce and distributed it to Walmarts all over the world or over the nation. And this is what she had to say about the sauce. I think she ended up overestimating her power on the sauce and how people would actually react to it. So this is what she had to say.
So one thing they can't do is steal my legacy away from me. One thing they can't do is be me. No more beige sauce. Pink sauce. Real quality pink sauce. They failed me. I can't fail myself. And I'm still gonna win. Yeah, I've been gone for a minute, but I'll be real back. I'll be back soon. This is just crazy what's going on. But y'all will know soon.
Okay, she ended up having a huge rant about no more beige sauce. You saw the previous video of someone that saw it at the store. It went from beige to pinks, back and forth. So there was no consistency in the color. And she decided to say no more beige sauce. She's going to take the pink sauce back. Ultimately, I think the deal that she signed was just bad, and that therefore she feels like she got taken advantage of. But she did end up signing a deal. And I think what the deal was like, we're going to make a certain amount before it even launches. So therefore we're going to invest this money on our end. Once it gets sent out, we're going to take the profits until we recoup our money, and then start paying you like a royalty for every bottle sold. After that, you know, you'll get like $2 or $1.50 or something like that. You know, that's usually what these large companies do, so they don't take that huge liability up front. They'll, like, you know, recoup their money first, and then they'll start paying out the royalties. So I feel like she didn't sell enough to recoup the money, and usually they give you like an upfront fee just for having your service being put out there. And so since they probably didn't recoup their money, and they probably won't continue the contract, they're probably terminating it without, you know, giving her any more extra money. And so therefore she feels like she got taken advantage of, and this is what led to this video, in my opinion. And now this is a continuation of the Pink Sauce saga.
Is they lie. And then I'm the type of person, like, I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions, and when I started asking questions, that's when they started getting offended. And when they started getting offended, they didn't want to support the marketing of the company.
Honestly, to me, it seems like they realized that she was going to be a bigger liability than what they accounted for. And who would just keep investing in a liability when they see that things are going downhill? We all see that she's super unprofessional anyway. And I think when she started getting aggressive and combative with them, that's when the business relationship started breaking down.
They making every fucking dumb excuse not to fucking pay me. And what can I do if they won't pay me and I can't afford an attorney? What can I do?
3 words. You can start with this. Read your contract. Because it sounds like you never did that. And that right there is the beginning of everything.
Because right now, I got fucking $2 in my purse. I got $2 fucking dollars in my purse. Not even $2 fucking dollars in my bank account.
Okay, so let's talk about the money. She said that she only has $2.
So she goes on about how Dave's Gourmet just fucked her over, how they're not paying her what she deserves. But ultimately, I think, you know, Dave's Gourmet, you know, they've been doing this for a long time. They know this could have been just a fad. I'm sure they included that in the contract. And they didn't want to take the liability of someone like her, especially with her, since she's not known to have good customer service when it comes to a review online of her product. You know, they decided maybe the liability wasn't there. The liability wasn't worth the effort of them to continue the contract, since this actually happened like almost to the day or to the month a year ago. So they probably had a year contract with her, and now she's coming out and saying, you know, all of this, they don't want to work with me. I think they decided, you know what, the year is over, the contract's over, we don't want to renew, and you know, let's just part ways. And Chef P probably feels entitled to continue working on this. I mean, as someone in the social media space, I myself almost signed a bad contract that would have been detrimental to my career as it is now. So I'm glad I read through it over and over and asked many questions before signing it, and ultimately, you know, decided not to sign it because it would have been bad, and I'm glad I didn't. So if anybody out there is doing any collaborations with you, make sure you guys read the contracts, read the fine print. That'll help you in the long run. And if you disagree with anything, you know, don't be afraid to speak out. So that's been the story, the legacy of Chef P, her whole journey from starting her pink sauce at home to now she's having I'm guessing to be a legal battle, because she does have a GoFundMe about the pink sauce. So I think either she's trying to make some money to sue Dave's Gourmet, or just trying to make some, or trying to get some money just to, you know, feed herself, I guess. I'm not sure, but she does have a GoFundMe on her account that she wants to promote. So I'm not sure what she's going to use that money for. Maybe her next business venture, but who knows. But that's been the story of the pink sauce as of now. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you all in the next delicious brand new video. Peace.